Hey everyone, this is Scott Johnson with Pitt County Homebuyers, and I over here in Greenville, North Carolina. And I wanted to make a video because I've had a lot of good questions when it comes to pre-foreclosure, right? So one of the questions that came up was, can you negotiate a pre-foreclosure? Okay, so I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Pre-foreclosure is a time where you are, again, and behind on payments. Because you owe a payment in arrears, meaning you owe it at the end of the month when you've been using it, unlike rent where you pay in advance for the remainder of that month, you are officially in default of your mortgage. Right? What that means is that after a certain number of payments, it's going to get to the point where the bank doesn't think you can catch up and they're going to move on to the foreclosure process. Right? So can you negotiate a pre-foreclosure? You can in some ways. Certain times banks will allow you to restructure your debt, or maybe you can find some way the bank will allow you to roll all of your missed payments back into the loan, or they can have a separate loan at a low interest rate and you can pay on that as well, depending on if you maybe lost your job but then got your income back. When it comes to late fees and things like that, those are all outlined in the mortgage in the promissory note. So those most of the time will be non-negotiable. Pre-foreclosure is a really tough time, right? And while we'd love to think that we have control over the process, really everything that can happen is already in writing. And if something new happens, they're going to add that to the documents for future use for future clients. So what that means is, if you haven't gotten a mortgage yet, or maybe you have a loved one that's going through pre-foreclosure in Greenville, North Carolina, our Pitt County area, anywhere around here, then I highly recommend you talk to them about reading their documents, reading the promissory note at closing, because you will not see it until closing. Reading the deed of trust. Deed of trust is really important, and we can do another video on that to help you understand it. But can you negotiate a pre-foreclosure? When it comes to the bank, it's really difficult, but there may be some things you can do. The first step is to talk to your bank. Now, if you're not planning on staying in the property and you just need to get out, don't hesitate to find a qualified home buyer or someone who is very knowledgeable when it comes to the pre-foreclosure process to kind of help you move along, keep the foreclosure off your credit, and help you get on with your life. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks so much, guys.